I choose task over title because only choosing the latter will leave you feeling spiteful. I like to move with compassion, intuition, and grace. And these corporate spaces are full of politics and people who play right in your face. I'm tired of accepting roles that sound good on paper and only taking positions out of fear and desperation. So from here on out, I choose me because if I don't, who else would it be? So no more pretending or taking a back seat. It's time to go within and tap into the power of E. So come join me as I show you how life gets better. Because now I'm in the driver's seat. I'm in my epiphany era. Hello, and welcome to my channel, Epiphany Me TV. My name is Dr. Jazz, and here on my channel, although this is my first video, I will be sharing tips on lifestyle, self-care, personal growth and development, among other things. So if you like what you hear or you're inspired in any kind of way, please like, share, and subscribe. So, as you can tell by my intro in the beginning of this video, I stated that I choose task over title because I've only chosen the latter in the past, and it's only led down a path of discontentment. And so what I mean by choosing task over title is exactly that. Like, what is it that you enjoy doing in the day? So for instance, for me, my task, I like writing. I like inspiring others. I like being in control of my schedule. I like, having that flexibility to where I can, choose what my day looks like. So for me, that means traditional job settings, it does not bring me joy. It does not bring me that ultimate sense of fulfillment that I'm looking for. So that's what I mean, by task over title. And I get it, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. But if you're a real one like me, I do not like acting. I cannot act like I like you. I cannot act like I'm enjoying being somewhere I don't want to be. I do not like, acting at all unless it's a paid role. So outside of that, if it's not a paid role, I do not want to assume the title of acting. So, hence the title, What Pretending Costs You. Outside of it being like a role that you went and auditioned for and you're acting for in that type of manner. But in a general sense, no. Acting or pretending that something is you or it represents you, it's not going to lead anywhere. And so I understand, sometimes you have to take a job out of surviving. You have a family, something that you may not have wanted, but you just had to do it out of a sense of necessity. Or sometimes we can get pigeonholed into this corner to where like we feel that we have to meet certain family expectations. Like you went to college for this degree, like you spent all of these, this money in debt for this specific degree, but once you actually got out in the field, you notice that it's not bringing you any type of joy, or that it's just not a right fit for who you are at your core. So the thing that both of those have in common, whether it was you took a job out of necessity, based off of you need to survive, meet your family needs, or if you did it out of family roles, expectations, peer pressure, or people pleasing. So what those have in common is that none of it involves true passion or, what it is that truly brings your gifts and talent to the forefront. So I have come to find when you approach your career with the mindset of, well, this is not really what I want to do. This is just going to be something to, get me to where I need to be. I understand you have to take on entry level roles sometimes to get to where you want to be. But if that is the path you want to go, then you're on the right path. But if you know altogether that is not your actual end goal, it's really a waste of time. So when you take on roles for like, okay, this is something that I need to pass the time by, or this is something that I just need to just basically get a check for. So it's gonna block what is actually meant for you because you have this placeholder position in your life. And it also, when you start to get in the habit and the pattern of just taking on roles like, okay, nothing else better has come along. I'm just gonna, for the meantime, just do this. You also start to attract those very same things into your life. So placeholder friends, placeholder relationships, or things that really don't match who you are, because you're not vibrating on that level of I'm doing what it is that I truly love and what I'm passionate about. So when you're vibrating on the energy, which is the lower vibrational energy of, I'm just going to do what I need to do to pass the time by. I need to do this to make a check, or I've already gotten so much debt in this specific degree area, like, will attract that same energy into your life in all other realms. I've learned that through my experience, like when I do that, when it comes to career, your career takes up a lot of your time throughout your day. These traditional job role settings, generally you're going to be spending 8 hours a day at this place. So just think 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's a lot of time that you're dedicating to a place that doesn't bring you joy, doesn't bring you true fulfillment, or it doesn't present what it is you truly are gifted at. So when you're spending so much time in a place that really is somewhere you even don't want to be, you're going to be vibrating on that same energy outside of that, because you've already spent 8 hours being somewhere you don't want to be. So for the weekend to decompress, you're still having that same energy, even though you can still go out with friends, release, or whatever, or vent about whatever issues. But just what I just said, you're going to be venting about the issues you've had throughout that entire week. Save yourself the time and energy by doing what is hard in the forefront. And so what I mean by sometimes it's hard to do what's on the forefront is it's hard trusting yourself, because the of a traditional job setting is things are already set up, like HR process, 401k, your insurance. Pretty much don't have to worry about that. But when you're in business for yourself, you're with a partner and y'all are, going in business together or whatever it may be, all of that now falls on you. So that is unknown territory if you've never done it before. And it's really hard, stepping out in that. And so it doesn't have to be business. Whatever it is that you feel like you haven't tapped into just yet, think about what it is that you really want to do outside of the title, outside of the money, which is hard to do, but outside of title, the money, what is it that you really want to do? So take time to figure out what it is that really brings you joy. A good place to start is you can ask yourself, what is it that you like to do as a creative outlet? My creative outlet, I enjoy writing, storytelling, poetry, blogging. And so for me, when I say I'm in my epiphany era, that's exactly what that means. I'm tapping into my creativity. I'm tapping into the things that I know I'm gifted at and the things that I've always enjoyed and loved doing. So what is your era? Like, how would you define your era? So I'm in my epiphany era. Once you've identified what is your creative outlet, what would that look like? What would your natural gifts and talent look like if you were to get paid for it? So to identify your own era, get quiet, both physically and mentally, whatever that looks like for you, whether that's going to the park, in your living room, your bedroom, whatever place represents a safe space for you, and it's a place where you can really get quiet and hear your thoughts and what it is that you really need in that moment. Get there in that place. And when you get in that space, you approach it the same way that these traditional job places have their things set up. So for instance, what are your values? What would be your mission statement? What do you feel like through your gifts you are purposed to do? Or the things that people have told you, like time and time again, you're really good at, or people always reach out to you for, certain expertise in this area, or they can always depend on you and call on you for this, that, or the other. What is that? And is it something that you enjoy offering? So those are the reflective questions that I wanted to close out on today's video. So take time to sit back and really get in a quiet place and answer those questions for yourself. And then once you've had time to actually think it through, leave a comment below, or, let me know what you think of this video. This is my very first video. So let me know, your thoughts, overall comments, and be sure to return back for my next video. Thank you for watching.